Hey, this is Ben from Oceanhoarse, and I'm here today to talk about my Jackson guitars. My current guitars, my past guitars, and just Jackson in general, why I play them, why I love them. Check it out. I've played Jackson since the very beginning. My second guitar ever was a Jackson Rhoads, a student model. I remember seeing this shape, of course with Randy Rhoads, but then with Kirk Hammett, with Roope Latvala and Aleksi Laiho, of course, Andreas Kisser from Sepultura, the Anthrax guys, even guys like Sammoth in Emperor, I remember, was a big influence on me. My first guitar wasn't a Jackson, but my second one was. It was a cheaper version, it was a student model with bolt-on neck, 22 frets and dots on the fretboard instead of shark fins, which was a big bummer for a teenage metalhead. You gotta have the shark fins. But anyway, the Rhoads model was the one for me for many, many years. This guitar here is my oldest guitar that I have in my collection. It's an old Japanese Jackson Professional with a neck-through body, 22 frets, a Schaller Floyd, which works great. I took out the volume, pushed it over to the side so it's not in my way when I play. And this guitar has had all kinds of pickups in it throughout the years. I think it started with Seymour Duncans when I bought it. Then I changed it into EMGs. It had Jackson pickups at one time. And then now I think it has USA-made Dean pickups. They have a handmade pickup series, so I tried those and it sounds great. Yeah, this became my main guitar for the first few years of Amoral. I recorded the first demos and the first album with this one. I'm glad I still have it. Yeah, this guitar actually has some history behind it. The first owner was Nino Laurenne. He used to play in the band called Antidote. And I actually saw him playing this very guitar while Antidote was opening up for Stratovarius in the late 90s. So that was pretty cool. So Nino got bored with this. He sold it, I think, to a music store where Eugi Valovirta, who's now in Syrof, he picked it up, bought it, took it home. And he was the guy who shaved the neck, which I really like. I love shaved necks because it just feels better. Then Euge decides he doesn't want to play Rhoads anymore, so he sells it back to the music store and picks up a Les Paul, and that's where I come in. I remember I took two of my guitars to trade in for this one, and I think it was like 700 euros back in the day. So I'm the third owner, and Nino tries to buy it back from me all the time, and sorry Nino, it's not for sale. My second proper Jackson. I bought it a couple of years after I got that white one. And I remember I found this online from some Canadian dude who shipped it to New York, and I had a family member who picked it up from New York and brought it over to Finland for me in early 2002 probably. And it used to be just plain black, but I got it painted over here into this silver razor stripe thing, which I thought was cool at that time. And again, I went through pickups. It came with the Duncans, I changed it into the Jackson pickup. And then now it has the EVH Wolfgang that I have in all my guitars. Actually, this doesn't even work. This pickup is just here for show. That's a kill switch, so it's only wired to have one pickup at the moment. And the funny story with this actual guitar is I sold it back in 2005 because I really needed the money to buy my first Warrior guitar, and I just bought it back. After 10 years I got it back home, and I didn't even realize how much I missed it before I got it back in my hands, and now I've never ever let it go again. One of my favorite guitars. It's perfect, especially the neck profile. And in fact I took this in to be measured by a professional so I could order all my future custom shops with this exact measurements of this neck. So my Firebird, the round horn V, some of my other warriors, they all have this very neck profile. This is just perfect for me. It's a bit chunkier than, for example, this white one, it's too thin for my taste. That's the only reason I don't play it that much. Okay, that's it for now. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for more content and cool stuff. In the next video I'll be talking about my Warrior Jackson guitars, so see you then.